It's another day waking up on the side of the road. Just me parked in a community, starting my day like everybody else. Some people start their days in million-dollar mansions, some of them in apartments that they're not very proud of. I wake up on the side of a city street, grab a wet wipe, give myself a quick clean, and start my day. My van feels so little compared to everybody else I slept beside last night. When I pulled in here, there was only a couple of semi-trucks, but like always, when you take advantage of these areas, you get up in the morning and there's like tons of them, like as far as you could see. Anyway, we're grabbing a coffee. It's 5:45 a.m. and then we're gonna hit the road. We slept between this semi-truck and that one, right there. Just got to the top of Rogers Pass. Whoa, that's a lot of snow out there, Mr. Cruz. That is a lot of snow. Let's go. Good morning, buddy. Hey, now that's some deep snow in it. Yeah. We're at the very top of the Rogers Pass. Last year when we came through here, there was no snow at all in this section. And well, when I left this morning, it was 6:30 a.m. We went through our final and last time change. I thought we had already been through that already, but apparently not. So now it's only 5:30 in the morning. 2 more hours till the sun rises, and I really don't feel like going downhill on this Rogers Pass. If I can't see, I don't do good driving in the dark, let alone in a little bit slippery conditions. So we're gonna park it here and wait for that sun to rise this morning. But it sure is beautiful. The snow falling and snow this deep. This is so fun. All right, so I figured now is a good time to learn how to put on my chains while we're just sitting up here. So I watched a video on YouTube, because isn't that how you do it? Forget the instructions, YouTube's the way it is. Okay, so the video made it look super easy. It's fed under the backside of the tire. Let's go for a little move around and see if this is right. That wasn't so bad. It straps around, that latches to there. This chain goes through this little linkage here and then strapped back somewhere to keep it all tight. Oh yeah, man, that thing stayed super tight. Oh, I am so excited, man. This stuff like this is just so exciting. Okay, now let's see if we can get this baby off. Okay, so this clicks off of here. Comes out of this loop. Loosen this one. Ideally that should fall around. We should just be able to drive off of that. Alright, we're good. Now let's try this one more time. See how fast we can do it this time. Chain goes around. Pull all this stuff around. Pop this through there. Latch that through there. And now let's pull this snug up. Connect it somewhere. Boom. I should have tried this when it was summertime, but it just feels right to learn how to put this on out in the snow. These aren't as hard. Okay, so if you missed the video the other day, I tried to put them on myself in a situation where I kind of thought I needed them. They frustrated me and I gave up. Now, I am totally ready. If these mountain passes get crazy, heck yes. This is the very first year that I'm actually ready for snow or whatever the winter season decides to bring me. I've got my recovery boards, I've got a tow strap, I've got snow chains, so I am good to go. Last year I got stuck on a little icy hill in the backcountry and I ended up having to call a tow truck, and I tried for hours and hours to get my van out, including taking my luggable lube bucket, walking up to the top of the road, grabbing sand from the side of the road, hiking all the way back down to where my van was with this pail full of heavy sand. I grinded. If I would have had a set of chains, I would have went whoop, right up that hill, no problems whatsoever. But I wasn't prepared or ready. This year, I feel like I'm ready for it, just about anything that these roads kind of throw at me. Obviously, I trust that feeling in my stomach. If I'm like, okay, maybe not do this drive in the dark like we are here this morning, you just hold off and wait. But it's cool to know that if I do happen to hit one of these passes and the snow's starting to get deep, boop, pull over, toss the chains on, off we go. So don't be... I held off on this purchase, I think because I was really unsure on what I need to buy, what brand, what type of chain. And I'll leave the link to the ones that I got here, and just make sure you order the right chains for the size tire you have. So my tire, whole height of my tire is 31.5 inches. So just know that before you go buy your tire chains, to make sure you're buying the ones that actually fit your exact rim and tire combo. So this one's called Konig, K-O-N-I-G. I'll leave the links are on vancityvanlife.ca/van. Just go to the website there. We have a link to all that stuff. But yeah, man, I feel very accomplished right now. Like, you know what I mean? I know how to put tire chains on. This city slicker owns a pair of snow chains. Weird for me to say that kind of thing, but I've been a city boy my whole life, and slowly this van lifestyle has been changing me to be able to enjoy the backcountry, the dirt, the snow, the mountains. I feel like a whole new human being out here. Anyway, guys, looks like the sun's coming up pretty soon. We're gonna give it probably another, wow, the mountain looks amazing. Probably another half hour or so, and then we're gonna make our trek down Rogers Pass. Anytime I need power outside of my van, I always use these little portable Jackery batteries. And besides, today they're keeping my gas tank full because they're the sponsor of today's video. These little batteries have lithium-ion power inside of it, pure sine wave inverters. You can plug a standard wall plug in it. This one here is the Explorer 240, which has a 240 watt inverter inside. They also make a larger one, which is a 500, which has a 500 watt inverter, and another larger one, which is a 1000, which has a 1000 watt inverter. They got one for just about every size. I like the little one. It's my favorite. That's the one you guys see all the time in my videos. If you guys are interested in getting some power to start off your van life journey, if you have simple power needs, these things are great. The links to the Jackery products are in the description of this video. Thanks for sponsoring us, Jackery. I needed the gas money. Are you ready to hit the road, Cruz? Hey, you ready to hit the road? right, buddy. Temperature outside right now is -8 degrees Celsius, and we can finally see a little bit, which is great. Look at those mountains. Wow. I love this part of BC, you know? All the mountains and stuff, they just make you feel so tiny. Ooh. All right, let's go. (1,330 meters of elevation. And now we are heading down the mountain. Yep, I am driving very slow. I was being overly cautious right here at the top because it was a little bit on the icy side and it was pretty steep. So I was, well, driving like a grandma, super slow. 2 hands on the steering wheel, my eyes bugging out of my head, making sure that I don't make a mistake and completely destroy my home. But that's alright. As we got a little bit deeper down the mountain, the roads were nice and clear and we got to pick up the pace a little bit. It was a pretty good drive. We made a little pit stop here in Revelstoke, BC, and the drive through Rogers Pass was actually super clear and beautiful. So just topping up on fuel here, grabbing some coffee and some snackables because, well, inner fat kid's a little hungry today. Then I'm hoping to be able to make the trek into the Coquihalla Highway, which is about 5.5 hours from where we are here this morning. And I don't know if we're gonna make it. That might be a little bit ambitious, but that's the plan today. Yes, receipt, please. Always got to keep the gas receipts. It's a business write-off. It's a really cool thing to be driving through an area in a different season than you last seen it. The last time I was through here, it was summertime and it was beautiful. But driving through here in the winter when everything's got a light dusting of snow really adds a whole element of beauty, and it felt like I was driving through somewhere brand new. I really enjoyed my drive today. It was rather beautiful. But I was a little scared because we were getting into some pretty high mountain passes pretty soon. Okay. Bye. Pretty cool. I was just driving and my buddy Chris just called me. Him and Sean's the guy that gave me the awning for the side of my van. They both drive semi-trucks. They're back here having breakfast. Good timing too, because I'm hungry. Chris just called and said, hey bro, you just drove past us. Come back and have breakfast with us. I am guessing that's them right there. Now I gotta figure out how to get back there. There he is. There he is, Mr. Chris. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
How did you catch me flying by?
I just looked out the window and I'm like, I know that man.
Crazy.
What's up, buddy? What's up? How are you? I watched you on the video the other day. You guys are still in Manitoba.
That's Sean. That's the guy that gave me the awning that's on the other side of my van. He's going back. He's got to put gel in his hair. Did you do your hair? Is that what took you so long?
What? Oh.
Coquihalla closed and a full whiteout. See, this is why you know truck drivers. And I'm just going to call you guys next time I need to know weather. That's insane, because that's the way we're going. All right, I'm following you guys.
Yeah, the other way doesn't look bad.
Yeah, see you later. Thanks for breakfast. Pretty good. So that's my friend Chris. We've known each other for how long? Like 100 years?
Probably about that, yeah. I mean, close to that.
Yeah.
We were 17, 16.
Is at the roller rink when I used to see when I used to DJ at the roller rink. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Should have brought you some bacon.
Oh, I should have. So cool to run into them. So if the truck drivers are not even going to attempt to take the Coquihalla because it's closed right now, but he said it might be open, the next update's at 11 a.m. if it does open, they're still not going to take it. They said usually right after a shutdown and an accident, it's a gong show for a while, because everybody that was stuck up there when they shut it down, they all have to kind of get out of that nasty situation. So we're going to take their advice, and I'm going to take the Fraser Canyon just like they are. They're going up the Fraser Canyon. We're all going the same direction. So let's go. First time in my life I've ever driven through this much snow over like a week's time. Normally I'm in it and I'm out of it for a day and that's it. These conditions, not my thing. I can hear all this vibrating, and then this huge sheet of ice just came flying down off my roof. Oh, look at it up here. I was like, I didn't know what the vibrating was. I'm guessing it was like a bunch of this ice was flapping. Made a little stop here in Cache Creek at a little travel center here and had ourselves a shower. I was gonna tap out and just stay here, but that shower actually revitalized me a little bit. It's still snowing. We've been on the road now for 7 hours, something like that. Feels so good. Just kind of stretch out a little bit. We've been driving for 12 hours. Look at all the stuff behind us. We drove from winter into fall. Literally, we drove from one season right into another season. Season's supposed to change, not supposed to drive between two seasons. Oh. So because the big Coquihalla Highway was closed today, which would have been the straight shot up and over, we had to go the round, long, winding way around. The weather conditions were better, and but it got us here like 4 hours later than I was expecting. So a 12-hour drive in the snow today. It was insane to see BC, well, that side of BC anyway, covered in so much snow this early in the year. But right now we're probably 2 hours outside of Vancouver. And of course, Vancouver's still in fall. Come on, man, the leaves are still changing out here. It feels so good to be back. Okay, I gotta go, man. My brain is just numb. We're gonna stay right here at this rest area tonight, and tomorrow make our way back into the city. I can't believe we drove that long today. But I did learn something today. You definitely drive a lot more cautious when you're driving your home. You are definitely a lot slower and a lot more alert about everything around you when your whole life is at stake. One mistake, boom, and your whole home could be in the ditch, damaged and destroyed. So I definitely held up a lot of traffic today. We kept the speed super low. We got here safe, and I'm excited to be back. This rain feels good. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Was pretty cool today to wake up in sub-zero temperatures in a van life winter. drive through nothing but snow for about 10 hours of my drive today, and now all of a sudden end my day in a completely different season? Man, it's fall out here. Kinda cool. Like a little bit of time travel. Anyway, Chris and Sean, great to see you guys today. Sean, thanks for breakfast, bro. Everybody else, see you tomorrow.